This is Story Starters for Younger Children, and I am reading a book today that is a short book, Houndsley Catina. Sometimes I read a long book and I just read a little bit of I read a little bit of it, and it's a book that's harder so that somebody has to read it to you. This one is a little bit shorter. No, it's a lot a bit shorter, but it's an easier reader. So someone who is learning how to read might find that they like to get this book. And these books, you can't see it real easy in here where it says easy. These books in the library are all in a section that you can find different books that are easier to read, and these are for newer readers. So today the book is called Houndsley Catina by James Howe. There's 3 chapters in the book, and I will read just the first one. Houndsley Catina. I bet you can figure out that Houndsley is the dog. Chapter 1, the writer. I will show you the pictures when I come to them. Catina wanted to be a writer. Every evening after dinner, she would make herself a cup of ginger tea and sit down to write another chapter in her book. So far, she had written 73 chapters. The book was called Life Through the Eyes of a Cat. My book will win prizes, Catina told her best friend Houndsley one day when he asked how the writing was going. I did not ask if your book was going to win prizes, Houndsley said in his soft as a rose petal voice. I asked how the writing was going. I will be famous, Catina went on, as if she had not even heard him. Houndsley sighed. May I read your book? He asked. Of course, said Catina. I have only 1 chapter left to write. The next evening, Catina invited Houndsley to her house. Here is my book, she said proudly. She gave him all 74 chapters, a cup of ginger tea, and a plate of cookies. I think I will need more cookies. Look at all those pages. That's a lot of writing. Catina did not take her eyes off Houndsley while he read. He wished the phone would ring, so she would have to go to another room. She's making him nervous. Here is some of what Houndsley read. On the subject of mice, enough cannot be said. She spelled it wrong and she crossed it out. But who am I to say? I have known many mice in my life. They are all right for rodents. Well, I am bored writing about mice. Who cares anyway? Look at all those mistakes and things that she crossed out that she didn't like. And so far, it's not a very interesting book. Oh dear, thought Houndsley. Catina is a terrible writer. What am I going to say to her? I am at a loss for words, Houndsley told Catina when he had finished reading the book. I am just speechless. Catina beamed. My writing has left you speechless, she exclaimed. Oh, now I know I will be a famous writer. Oh, thank you, Houndsley. You're welcome, Houndsley said, but he was thinking, oh dear, poor Catina. Just because she wrote a lot of pages does not mean it's very good. And as I said, this is a short one. That was the whole chapter. I will give you an idea what happens in the next one. The next chapter is called Cooking Contest. Now we get to hear about Houndsley, and he likes to cook, and he wants to be a really good cook. But can you guess what it is? He's not very good at it. He wants to be very good, but he's not very good. And he goes to a cooking contest. But they don't like what he makes. So then the last chapter, called Fireflies, I have a feeling that what happens is, I'm guessing this by looking at the pictures, Catina and Houndsley talk to each other about what happened, and then they come to an agreement that sometimes you don't have to be really, really the best in order to enjoy what you do. There's a nice picture. As I told you right at the beginning, this is a short book, so we don't have a very long story time. I mean, a story starter today. But I hope that it makes you interested enough to go check out and find out what happens to Houndsley and Catina in the easy reader section at the Asbury Library, or any of the libraries will have that. That was, I said, for the third time, that was a short one, but I hope it makes you want to go read. It's a nice day to get outside, but it also might rain later. So go outside and play a little while, and then if it rains, you can come inside and read some more. Thanks for coming today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.